Good morning and welcome to ENCA News. My name is Maya and today I'm here with my colleague Hasmira. So for today's top story focuses on one of the biggest economic challenges faced by South Africa for its persistently high unemployment rate. Although South Africa is the second largest economy in Africa and has a diversified economy with sectors such as mining, agriculture, manufacturing, finance, and tourism, the country continues to experience one of the highest unemployment rates in the world. In today's report, we'll explore the factors contributing to this issue and examine how unemployment affects individuals, society, as well as the country's economy. Let's begin by looking at the overall unemployment trend. The figure shows South Africa's unemployment rate from 2020 to 2025. As we can see, unemployment increased from 29.2% in 2020 to 34% in 2021, which was the highest during this period due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Although the unemployment rate gradually declined after 2021, it remained above 32% until 2025. This shows that unemployment continues to be a serious issue in South Africa. In economics, unemployment happens when people who are willing and able to work struggle to find suitable jobs. This occurs when the supply of labor is greater than the demand of labor, creating an imbalance in the labor market. Let's now look at the key factors contributing to this issue.
Starting with the first factor, which is low economic growth. Economic growth is measured by gross domestic product or GDP. Let's take a look at the graph. As shown in the graph, South Africa's GDP fell sharply to negative 2.3% in 2021 during the COVID-19 pandemic. Although the economy recovered to 2.7% in 2022, the growth process slowed again in the following years and remained below 1%. This indicates that South Africa's economic growth has been weak and unstable. When economic growth slows down, businesses become more cautious about expanding their operations. Instead of hiring more workers, many companies reduce recruitment or delay expansion plans. Since the demand for labor depends on the demand for goods and services, businesses need fewer workers during periods of slow economic growth. As a result, the demand for labor decreases, contributing to the high unemployment rate in South Africa. Besides low economic growth, another factor comes from the supply side of the labor market. Let's take a closer look. The second factor is the growing youth population. In South Africa, youth refer to individuals aged 15 to 34 years old. Statistics shows that a large number of young people continue to enter the labor market every year. This includes school leavers, college graduates, and university graduates who are actively looking for employment. However, the number of available jobs is not increasing at the same pace. As a result, the supply of labor grows faster than the demand for labor, creating intense competition for available jobs. In addition, many young people have limited work experience, making it even more challenging for them to secure employment. Therefore, the growing youth population contributes to higher unemployment because there are more job seekers than available jobs opportunities. Another major factor contributing to South Africa's unemployment rate is insufficient job creation. To understand this issue better, let's go live to our reporter.
Thank you. I'm here with Elena, a recent university graduate who has been searching for a job. Elena, thank you for speaking with us today. Can you share your experience of looking for a job after graduation?
Hi, I'm Elena. Actually, I have been searching for a job for about 6 months now, and I have submitted many applications, but there are a few vacancies available. Actually, for your information, each position have received hundreds of applicants, and because of the high competition, I still haven't been able to secure my job.
I see. So, have you attended any interviews during this period?
Yes, I have attended several interviews. but the company only hires a small amount of employees, and it is difficult for me to get selected to that company.
So, what do you think is the biggest challenge in finding a job?
I think the biggest challenge is that there simply are not enough for job opportunities because of us as a fresh graduate. We're always looking for a job, but the company only create a few new job opportunities, and it is hard for us.
Okay, thank you for sharing your experience, Elina. Based on Elina's experience, it is clearly reflects the issue of insufficient job creation in South Africa. Although more people are entering the labor market every year, businesses are not creating enough employment opportunities to absorb the growing number of job seekers. As the result, the demand for labor remains lower than the supply of labor, contributing to South Africa's persistently high unemployment rate. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you for the report. We have just looked at the major factors contributing to South Africa's high unemployment rate. However, unemployment is more than just an economic statistic. It has real consequences that affect people's lives, communities, and the country's economy. Let's begin by looking at the impact on individuals. For further information, we return to our reporter.
Thank you. And now I'm back with Elina. Earlier, Elina shared her experience of struggling to find a job due to limited employment opportunities. Elina, I'd like to ask you one more question. How has being unemployed for a long period affected your skill and career development?
To be honest, I think it's quite difficult since I'm not working. I don't have any opportunities to improve my practical skills or gain any experience. So somehow I feel like all my knowledge will become outdated since the company will use new technology to continue the business. And because of that, I feel like it's becoming harder for me to compete with the other applicants that already have the work experience.
Okay, thank you for sharing your experience. Elina's situation shows how unemployment can lead to a loss of skills and experience. When individuals remain unemployed for a long period, they miss valuable opportunities to develop their skills and gain workplace experience. As a result, finding employment becomes even more difficult, creating a cycle that can affect their future career growth. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you to our reporter. Besides affecting individuals, unemployment also creates serious social problems. Without a stable source of income, many families struggle to meet their daily needs, leading to increased poverty and inequality. To see how unemployment affects families, our reporter visited a household experiencing these challenges. Let's take a look.
Thank you. I'm here with Mr. Abin, a father of 2 children. Sir, thank you for speaking with us today. Can you tell us how unemployment has affected your family's daily life?
Well, it has been very difficult because without a proper income, without a proper and stable income, it's hard for us to provide our family their needs. Sometimes it's even hard to afford basic necessities like food, transportation, and especially for my children, their school expenses.
I see. How has this situation affect your family's future?
Well, as parents, we would always want the best for our children's future. However, without a stable income, it becomes difficult to achieve that. So we can only hope that things will be better for us soon.
Before we end this interview, I want to ask you last question. Do you think unemployment has increased the gap between families with stable jobs and those without jobs?
Yes, I think so, because poorly employed families out there can continue improving their lives, while unemployed families like ours have to continue suffering from financial difficulties.
Thank you for sharing your story with us. This situation clearly shows how unemployment contributes to poverty and inequality. Since employment is the main source of income for most households, losing a job makes it difficult for families to afford basic necessities and maintain a reasonable standard of living. Over time, the gap between employed and unemployed households becomes even wider.
Thank you for the update. Besides affecting individuals and society, unemployment also creates significant challenges for the country's economy. When more people become unemployed, the government must spend money to support those in need through programs such as Social Relief of Distress (SRD) grant, the Unemployment Insurance Fund (UIF), and the Expanded Public Works Program (EPWP). At the same time, fewer people are working, which means the government collects less income tax and receives less revenue from consumer spending. This creates a difficult situation where government expenditure continues to increase while the government revenue decreases. As a result, less funding is available for important sectors such as education, healthcare, infrastructure, and public transportation. Therefore, high unemployment places a heavy financial burden on the government and slows the country's economic development.
We have now seen how unemployment affects not only individuals but also society and the economy as a whole. Let's conclude today's report. As we have seen throughout today's report, South Africa's high unemployment rate remains one of the country's biggest economic challenges. Slow economic growth and insufficient job creation have reduced the demand for labor, while growing youth population has increased the supply of labor. As a result, many people who are willing and able to work are still unable to find suitable employment. Beyond the labor market, unemployment also affects many aspects of daily life. Individuals may lose valuable skills and work experience, families face greater financial hardship, and the government must spend more money to support unemployed citizens while collecting less tax revenue. These challenges show that unemployment is not only an economic issue, but also a social issue that affects the country's long-term development. We hope today's report has helped you better understand the causes and effects of high unemployment rates in South Africa. Thank you for watching ENCA's news. Have a great day.